What it do, world? It's your one and only homie, Big Yogi. Yogi, one of Yo, the young original gangster imperial, the one and only. We're coming to you live again on WBOKRadio.com. We're bringing you another episode of Encore Live, where we guarantee that we're going to bring you the best in entertainment around the world. We're not just talking MCs. We're not just talking film producers. We're not just talking production experts. We're talking the best in entertainment around the world. Now, I'm always joined, unless we have to have a little pause, by my host with the most, Miss Music, down there in Tampa, Florida. What it do, Miss Music? Tell the people you here too, baby.
What's up? Although I'm not in Tampa right now, I'm actually in Cookeville, Tennessee, coming
I
to you
know.
live. So yeah, we're gonna do it from good old-fashioned Tennessee tonight.
That's what it do. That's what it do. For all the viewers, for everybody that was anticipating the interview with the Sugar Hill Gang. Like, WBOK, we don't fake on y'all. We let y'all know when it goes left. But what we do have for y'all this evening, man, if y'all don't know about this brother right now. Now, hey, brother, I'm going to shout out, just so you know who's interviewing you. But I live in Maryland. I live in Frederick, Maryland, right? My co-host is in Tampa, Florida. But I want you to give a shout out to some of these hoods. You know what I'm saying? Because we're talking to an artist called Hype. Solo Records, you know what I'm saying? He got everything going on with Beast Mode Entertainment. He down in Knoxville, Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the Walter P cats out there. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the East Side Cherry Street cats. We talking about Longsdale. We talking about Oak Ridge. We talking about Western Heights. We talking about Newmarket Street. We talking about a brother that is from an area where it get live. So we want to introduce, if I can so humbly, what's going on, Hype? What's going on,
What's going
Solo?
on, man? How y'all doing, man? Hey, it's a pleasure to be here. I'm glad you're having us. Got my man DJ Michael Angelo with me as always. You know what I'm saying? This thing going right here. Solo Records. Hey, it's really good to be here, man. K-Town Stand Up 865. How y'all doing, baby? Hope y'all tuned in.
Hey,
Hey, man.
y'all see y'all see y'all boy. Y'all see y'all boy out here representing for the Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? You see your boy out here repping. He live on Encore Live, bro. Very awesome platform to be a part of. And we got this
Beautiful
brother
thing,
live.
man. Beautiful
We
thing.
got his DJ with him. Hey, we about to go all in. We gonna let the people know who you are, what your movement is, what you're doing, and what we can expect from you. But we gonna start off with the first question I always ask anybody on this show, bro. Why do you do this, man?
Man, I love music, man. I mean, I come from a musical family, church music. I woke up listening to country music with my grandmother out in Powell, you know what I'm saying? I was at that north side, you know, I keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? I'm a country boy, so that's what it is. Uh, I mean, all genres of music, man, that's just drives me. It feeds me. It makes me feel better when I feel bad and all that.
What was your start? What was your start in music? Like what you just said, you know what I'm saying? Like it started off like old school
I
back.
mean, I mean, if you want to know where it started, really, it's just in the church. Really, I mean, with my mother, my sister, my brother, they all three of those.
Some MCs won't say that. Thank you for saying that. Because pre-K kindergarten, we was up in the church.
I
We
mean,
was
that's.
going to church like 3, 4 days a week. You know what I mean? I didn't even know I had that many slaps.
See, my father's a preacher, so I stayed in the church, bro. I mean, we was at church, bro. I mean, we did a lot of church, so there's a lot of choir rehearsals I had to sit out and listen to, and then I got in the middle and got in the chorus in middle school and everything, and really got into it and learned how music really works. And I mean, it's just something I can pay attention to. I got that ADHD thing, so it's like that's my one thing that I can really just focus on. I can really just focus
So,
on
so
music. I love it. This guy happens to encourage it, so that helps me out a lot. Helps me a lot, you know what I'm saying?
salute DJ, salute to
Hey
all the
man,
DJ supporting
always,
the artists
always,
and
man.
holding it down foundation-wise.
Hey man, that's my guy, man.
Yeah,
That's my guy, 100
I
grand.
love his talent, so I built him a studio.
There you have it.
Now, when you first, now, from start, like I started off, like, everybody know my story, you know what I'm saying? Like I started off private school, Christian Academy, that was like I was going to church and then it was church into like pre-K, everything. So it was choir, everything. And I really never learned to like accept that I had a talent. It was just what I did for the community I was a part of. You know what I'm saying? Where did that transition, when did that happen for you? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you know what I'm saying? You started off in church, it was choir, everything else. When did solo records first start clicking in your head? When did hype, when did hype, like being an MC, first stick in your head? Like, you know what? I can do something with this.
I mean, I was out here, no knucklehead. I was out here running around with the rest of them, doing what the rest of everybody was doing. Uh, spent a lot of time at this place called Funtown here in Knoxville, a local spot, beautiful spot. Used to be our hangout. I spent a lot of time there, and I did a lot of things. And you know what I'm saying? And one thing was rapping. So I jump into my first cipher. I'm a little nervous, of course. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I'll do this in the car. I do this in the shower. I do this around the house. Never done it when I'm jumping in my first cipher. Ooh, eat them up. Oh, everybody's loving it. I'm like, okay, this is all right. I can do this a little bit. But didn't really pursue it. Ended up got myself in a little trouble and take a little sabbatical. But when I got there, I could really write because I had me time. I had time to focus on a lot of myself. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that you really just tell your real story if you put your mind to it. You don't have to make it till you make it. I'm going to give you 100% me, and that's all you're going to get. That fits you. I guess you should wear it. You know what I'm saying? That's really all I got for you. So that got me through that time. It got me through sitting behind it indoors. You know what I'm saying? Missing birthdays, missing kids. You know what I'm saying? A dude getting hit up by a buster. You know what I'm saying? And I can't do nothing about nothing. I'm sitting behind these bars. You know what I'm saying? But the music still feeds me. Man. He had a tragedy, man. I mean, took my dude's quality of life away from him. But he turned that tragedy into something great and positive, and if it ain't for nobody else in the world, it didn't for me. So now it's just like I just give music, and I give myself through my music. I'm really kind of private public. You know what I'm saying? I party, I have a good time. You can have a good time with me, but a lot of my personal life I keep to myself.
I saw how you do, brother.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my personal life. I just want to encourage everybody, and through this music with him, I mean, I can't help but be positive. I mean, I look at this dude every day, and I think about him every day. I talk to him at least once a day. I'm hitting him up, you know what I'm saying? Positive energy all day long. There's nothing else I can be but positive, because I see what he's doing. Raising his son, being a good father, you know what I'm saying? Being a good man to everybody that's surrounded. But a lot of these dudes out here rapping nowadays in the K started right here, you know what I'm saying? This is the man that said, okay, come on, man, I believe in you. Nobody else does. So, I mean,
now I tell you, brother, WBOKRadio.com, when you are Encore Live with Yogi 1AO, you got to watch how you go into your answers, brother, because you just opened up a whole new set of questions.
Man, open up, man. I'm an open book. I don't hide nothing, man.
I wanted to give you to like your first track, Breathe, so we can understand you lyrically and through your music before I went into this, but you said it, so I want to ask you, being a brother on that perspective in your region, what is the importance of your opportunity to put music out? Because you're getting it right now. I mean, you live with us right now. You know what I'm saying? You doing cats want to. I mean,
I'm the one that wasn't supposed to be here. I'm the one that they said, okay, you had a chance, you blew your chance, you'll never get a chance again. I'm that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm that guy that everybody had a whole lot of hopes in, and then I kind of let a lot of people down, you know. I did. I say that, and I've already asked all forgiveness. I'm asking about that. We moving on. If you ain't caught up yet, I don't know what to do with that. But you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So now I've got to feed kids like me that was running around like me out here. I got to feed them something. I got to get something out of me. I can give them the truth, and I can give them the ugly, but I got to give them the beautiful, and I can't give them the lies. There's too many lies running around out here, people. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, Hype. Hold up, Hype from Solo Records. Hold up. You sound like a visionary, brother. You sound like you got something that you have meant to do with yourself beyond you putting out a track every here and there. Beyond you flashing with a little bit of money you get from some digital sales. You sound like you doing something for that region.
I mean, I don't.
Is that what it is, or am I misinterpreting?
I'm going to my chest and sit up there, I missed that. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? What I am saying, though, is I have to lead by example. If I don't even open my mouth, people are going to see what I'm doing. You know? So I have to make sure that when you listen to the music, when you hear my music, when you hear what I say, when you see me, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give somebody some false pretense of what I am through some music. I'm not out here. I don't say no work. I don't do none of that. I mean, have I done it? Yeah, plenty. Who cares? Everybody's done it. Who cares, man? We're doing more, man. You have to do more with yourself. You have to do more with your community. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
That's what
now
you
I'm
got to
saying,
do.
you down Tennessee. I'm in the DMV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in DC, Maryland, Virginia. My
Yeah.
co-host, you know what I'm saying? But she been real quiet. She been real
I see
quiet. But like she down like right now she's in Tennessee as well. But
Right.
she like her whole movement is from Tampa, Florida. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
so when it comes to like the perspective, like we get the music before anybody gets to hear it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an MC myself. I mean, I'm not a producer. I don't do none of that. Now, we are both people that work in the entertainment business. So it's really great when I get to hear like I'm up here where I live, but she's down where she's at, but the perspective on music. So like I've heard your music, my brother. Like we're gonna broadcast some of that today.
Hey,
We're
man.
about to show y'all what these boys be doing down there, man. We got some conscious hip hop coming from this brother. We got some if you want it, and if you really want to know what it's like to have a problem with this brother, type of music coming from this brother this evening on WBOKRadio.com. But right now, I want to ask, I want to ask, like I talk a lot. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? That's why I have
Yeah,
my.
nobody put the word in
But I want
it.
to. You know what I'm saying? I want to go ahead and ask Miss Music like questions to you on like from her perspective of seeing who you are, researching you, knowing your movement, and hearing your music. I'm gonna just be quiet for a minute. I want Miss Music to ask from the Florida perspective of things, what's going down. Go ahead, Miss Music.
How you doing, Miss Music? How you doing?
Hey, baby, how are you?
Yeah.
Florida is Florida. I was raised in Florida, but I was raised up around New York people, so I'm used to getting into people that deliver lyrics, stories. I'm not into the, all flashing the bling and I got, on the side and blah, blah, blah. So when you start getting into music that has some type of content where I can relate to it, then hey, So it isn't really about Florida. Florida can be kind of materialistic, so they can like that, bling and who on the side and blah, blah, blah. But I just like the more realist stuff. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for your lyrics, your delivery, the way you sound, if you're catchy. I don't care what kind of music it is. As long as you're riding and I can ride down the street and I can play your stuff and I'm like, hey, I'm good. So as long as you're bringing me that, we cool. I'm listening to anything you got. I don't care if I don't even really like country, but there's some stuff I like in country. So, well, there's some things like I watched that little show Nashville and I love some of the singing they do.
Right.
So, I'm attuned to other things, but like I said, it's got to catch me. It's got to be something that I'm going to feel. I'm not your regular Florida girl. I'm not, okay, that works. You got to impress me. You got to bring it. That's why they call me Miss.
Well,
Yeah.
we're working on it. I hope you like it. Obviously, he likes it. So
Sure.
got it planned. I mean, I hope it's decent. We work hard at this, man. I mean, this is I've got.
Exactly.
Well, I don't do this for money. I do this actually just for the respect of the craft, man. I love music, and I can't sing. I used to sing. I can't sing anymore, so I can still write, and I can spit a little bit. And I've got a lot of talented producers. Magic Super Producer, Top Secret, Strolls over here. I've got some really good producers around me with some really good tracks. So I mess
There you
with these
go.
people, and we can create something. I wish I could play an instrument. I wish I could play live music. That's my thing. That's what I want to do. I want a live band. I want to sit up here and kick this like Jay-Z in the garden. You know what I'm saying? With the full it's hard to do
Yeah.
where I'm at.
What's that do for
A
you though?
cool place.
What's that do for you? Like with being an MC and you saying like lyricism, okay? And with being an MC in this era, you have to adapt. You have to, like, one of the main goals of my team is to make sure I stay relevant, not to do a show once a week, not to do a show once a month, but to do something significant every quarter. You know what I'm saying? So it hits in like your ASCAP BMI. So it hits into the cycle of the things that are going on in your region. But like what you said about lyricism, sometimes to be on a show that might be the hottest show of that season, they might not want to hear lyricism. They might not want showman. They might not want to see solo records. They might not want to see Ike running back and forth across the stage as an independent artist without like 30 cats on stage with you, dabbing and turn up and with you, but just like your words and like your message. What do you think is the most difficult part of pushing through those eras when you know that your team and your backing and the music that you're creating is solid? Because I mean, you're on WBOKRadio.com. We don't just interview the slumps, bro. We bring the best in entertainment out. You're on this platform. Like, let people know what it takes in your head to not stick to what might make you a dollar and what sticks to what makes you relevant, brother.
They got to be able to believe. I mean, when it comes down to it, they really got to be able to somewhat believe you. I mean, I don't want to listen to somebody I know is speaking something just the most bogus stuff I can ever hear in my life. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to look at you and hear you telling me about, oh, your rims, your rings, your chains, this, that, and the other, blowing stacks, this, that, and the other, and you still ain't got basic life together. Nobody wants to hear that.
Talking about the middle of the
I know real brothers don't want to hear that. I'd rather be fed, just, I mean, as long as I can believe you, I don't care what angle you coming at me from. You could be the hottest boy on the street. I gotta believe you. I gotta believe you. I gotta believe it. You can't say that. I don't want to be fed all this crap, and then I turn around and find out you're the boys yourself. I don't want to hear that. That's the kind of stuff I try to avoid, man. I don't want to get in the lane that's not mine.
cool.
Thank you. My lane is my lane. I work 9 to 5. I get up in the morning, I go to work. I get off work, I go home. I put what I can into this music, and that's what we do. We feed ourselves through the work. We don't feed ourselves through the congratulations and all the garbage.
I have, and I know that I can tell by the way that you speak. You do this where you live too. You know what I'm saying, like, okay, I'm an MC myself, and so I get to meet with people. I get to go to venues. I get to go to like day parties and like industry events, and I don't perform. I mean, it's not about me performing, but I get to sit down and be quiet and learn something. But then I have, me as an MC, I call it like the Ebonics. You know, like I advocate this a lot. It's like these youngins, they don't watch the news. They don't pick up a news. They listen to the dopest artist that's making the most noise and building the most buzz where they're from, so they have something to feel proud about. So if you're putting out negativity and you're putting out, I got a chopper with an extra extended clip. What do you think they're gonna go do? What do you think they're gonna go do?
Why you got that?
If you don't talk to them about like, hey yo, get your ass cat BMI straight. Make sure that everybody that's sitting in front of you can split up the plate, and we ain't gotta sit here like we on the first 48. You know what I mean?
They don't even understand what you just said. Stop it. Cut it out. What do you think?
They don't know. They have no clue.
For anybody that comes on, for anybody that I interview, brother, I research you. I research who they're affiliated with. I research who you are. I refuse to sit here and act like I rock with your music because you're on the station. I'm not that guy. I'm not that person on this end of the on this end of the camera. Okay.
And we got like 5 days to research people.
You feel me? Like, yeah, we get
Hey, you ain't got the time to do that. You need to get the heck out of that.
research people, but you know, it's like the job. You know what I'm saying? I go in. Something that I got called yesterday at a meeting I had was a conscious MC. like all the music that you put out isn't just all right, choppers, whips, cars, dope, weight man, plug. It's not that. It's like, all right, you know what? You might want to get your money right. You know what I'm saying? You might want to hold that 9 to 5 straight before you start having them type of aspirations.
Hey, you do.
Probably a good idea. I mean,
How
you
does
gotta
that?
get your house in order, man. I mean, damn it, man.
How does
You
that?
gotta,
But how does that translate? Like where you're from, where you're at?
I mean, where I'm from,
What that where
it's
you're
the
from?
same.
Talk to them.
It's the same struggle, man. You got some guys out here that will make it till they make it, and if they never make it, they done faked it the whole time. And then you got some out here that's really doing it, but doing it quietly, keeping their mouth shut. And then you got some out here that's doing it. They're doing it real well. You know what I'm saying? They're doing what they're doing, but they're so extra about it, they turn some other people off. I don't, I don't know what to do with all that. All I can tell a brother is, man, put out some good music and make sure people can believe you. I swear, that's all I can tell a brother. Put it out, and if you know that's not your real lifestyle, please don't let people catch you living another one, but you talking this one and you feeding their kids this one and you feeding them this one. But this is what you really doing. If you're in the struggle, you talk about the struggle, they probably respect you a lot better. And a lot of the brothers down here that really tell you about the struggle down there, you get a lot of respect. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them fly under the radar too. They don't want all the pats on the back. They don't need all that. They just want to put out quality music and hope people listen. You know?
So let me ask you about this. Like with my research in you, I've seen what you and your team have been doing for a long time. And you've never really reached out to try to be like, hey, look at me. You know, y'all just do y'all work. Y'all believe in the longevity of what you're doing and your movement. So can you give the people, can you give the WBOKRadio.com listening group like an introduction to your track Time Flies? Can you tell us about that track before we break it?
Time flies, man. I mean, the first line says a lot when the song comes on. The first line really says,
It's a bar fest. It starts off as a bar fest.
yeah. I mean, the first thing I got to say to him sucks. I don't do it. I can't mess with phony people, man. I can't mess with sometimey people. I can't mess with hit and miss people. I love you from over here. I don't mean I really got to deal with you. You know what I'm saying? I keep my distance from that. Yeah, I'm going to love you from over here, and if you call me, I'm still the same dude that you met from day one. I'm still the same dude that's going to be like, dang, man, all right, hold up. I might not like it, but I'm still coming. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for
But
saying
I live by a certain code. I live by the old head code. And the old heads know, keep your mouth shut, mind your business, take care of the community. You know what I'm saying? That's what I know. Take care of your people. Keep your mouth shut, mind your business. You know what I'm saying? Watch what you doing. Pay attention to your hustle. Pay attention to your struggle. If your people struggling and you doing good and you not helping your people, you're gonna that's the code.
hey, I got something in one of my tracks that I like.
Yeah.
That track that I got coming out, I said, man, you know, it's like describing what a gangster is. And I can't say I'm the most gangster dude anybody ever met, but I do live by the code. I mean,
There's
like,
a code.
ups and downs. Like there's some things that I could benefit from if I didn't live by the code I live by. You
There
know?
is a code, brother.
There's experiences
No.
I have and everything else, but you know, it's like if you a G, it's not to get no fame. It's not to be recognized. It's to teach. It's to make sure that the way where you live continues to be something not viewed as negative. To show youngins like MCs, this music business has opened up a whole new blessing to our culture of people. Instead of like saying you can drive a Bentley if you can move 4 zips a week, which is a brick a month, and then when you got them 5 week months, that's your bonus. You feel me? Instead of entertaining that for 12, 13-year-old, we're
We're gonna give the floor to Miss Music for a little bit. Miss Music, go ahead and ask him a few questions there, Mr. Music.
I want to go into what it's like having people actually come up to you and say, you know, and you make music worth listening to. How does it feel when people actually come up to you and say, hey, I like what you're doing. I don't like all this other stuff, but I like what you're doing. I like what you're bringing to the table. You're actually making something that's worth listening to. How do you feel about that? How does it make you feel?
I really get a lot to you. It makes me feel good because that's the only people that I do it for. I mean, I can do it for me and play me all day long. I listen to me all day at work anyway. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I listen to myself. I'm a narcissist. I listen to me. Sorry about that. Everybody else, you're hot. I listen to me. Little Kevin Gates, I throw a little Gates on, but I listen to me. I mean, really, I do. So, but, you know, when somebody actually pays attention to me, and I see them rocking with me the whole set, you know what I'm saying? I see them from the first song all the way to Salute at the end of it, and I see them rocking with me, and they actually come up and tell me, you know, I really liked it. You know, that was some real music. That's the goal for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're supposed to make money or something, somebody's going to pay you for it. So it's not the money. If you're good at something, somebody's going to give you money for it. I mean, for real. When I do it for free, I do it for me. That's what you give to them. You know what I'm saying? That's my gift to my people. That's why I do it. I don't care about the money. I do it for them. That's why I want my shows. I want people in the building. That's why I ask you to come, so you can have a good time with me. I created this for you, so why wouldn't I want you to see? And when somebody actually appreciates it that I don't even know, it's even more of a rush when it's somebody you never met, you never spoken to this person, you never had a conversation with, you may have seen them on your Facebook liking something, but that's the first show, and they're like, man, I'm glad I came here. And that makes you go back to the lab. I want to write this new hot joint. I want to get that out. I want to tag him in it, but I don't tag nobody. Everybody knows it, so stop it. I don't be tagging people. But, I mean, you want to, because, you know, they really appreciate what you're doing. And,
You're a tag boy.
yeah, I'm not a tagger. I'm not a tagger.
I'm not tagging to you either. Sometimes I'm gonna tag you. I'm gonna tag you. When it's worth tagging you, you getting tagged. You ready?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
How does it feel working with the people that you're working with? You got makers, you got other artists, you got producers, you got engineers. Like, how do you feel working with all these great people? How does it make you feel? I mean, you're the person. I want to know how y'all feel about it.
I love working with other artists. Now, is it easy? Nope. It's not the easiest thing on the planet.
Never easy.
Schedules conflict, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get somebody on a project that you're kind of needing out sooner, but they're on their schedule doing stuff, you know what I'm saying? And people want you to do stuff. People got stuff that's sitting in my box right now that I should have already done, but I've been trying to get mine done at the same time. So, like, working with people, it's a double-edged sword. It's a beautiful thing because you touch other people's audiences, you touch that fan base, you know what I'm saying? Let that fan base see what you're working with. And they get to let your fan base see what they're working with at the same time. But when it comes down to getting it done sometimes around here anyway, when it comes down to getting it done, actual collaborations and actual put together of shows and people being on time, and it gets a little nerve-wracking, but that's the life. That's what I asked for. I didn't ask for simple. I asked to be able to do this and be able to feed my kids at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And so it takes a little sacrifice. It takes a little bending. It takes a little compromising. You gotta be willing to say, okay, I give on this one, but you gonna have to give me this right here. You know what I'm saying? You know, producers don't work for free. You gotta have your money right. They don't work for free. Sorry, they work just like you work. They make these things, they take that time out, so people cost money. Nobody works for free. I mean, but I do like 420s of the world, the movies of the world. I know, I mean, I've known 420 since this thing started. Mr. 420, shout out. You know, Rated R Entertainment. I've messed with that guy since I started. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my dude. Jose Entertainment. I've messed with him since I started. You know, Top Secret, all the producers I messed with, Magic. You know what I'm saying? Salute to everybody. Y'all know what it is, man. I mean, I love working with my people. Prime BT Tape. Hey. Two-Pair. Ain't nobody forgot about Two-Pair. You got to know about Two-Pair. Two-Pair Tape, that's the guy that ain't got the sounds down here if you're not working hard enough.
Hey, brother, you ain't got to rush through your plug. This is your platform. You got some time up on this joint.
I don't know what the schedule is. I just got to make sure I touch the base. Oh, I'm done now. Everybody's got their love solo records. I know what it is.
Oh, no, you got a little bit more time with this pimp. You're going to have to go ahead and shout a few more people out after these tracks.
Oh, man, but, I mean, I got people on the team all day long. I wish I had enough time. I wish I had enough time to think as many people as I could think, because there's a lot of them, and there really are a lot of supporters down here, and I really do. I mean, it humbles me because to me, I'm just a simple dude.
What's your definition of made? Like waking up, wake up in the morning and your mental, you went to sleep. That's feeling like I made it. I did what I wanted to do. I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. My musical successes, my entertainment successes, my monetary successes have been met. What would be the first thing you would do when you first woke up in the morning? You said, you know what? I made it, dog. And you can say that to yourself. What would be
And I'm an overachiever, so I don't think I'm ever going to get to that point to where I'm made it. Even when things are different from they are now, what they are now, I don't see that point to where I'm not hungry. I don't see that point to where I don't see that my kids want to have kids, just want to have kids. You know what I'm saying? I can't see that point to where I want any of my blood to ever struggle like I've ever had to struggle. So to ever making it is one thing, but making it last forever like Keith Sweat. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want it to last way beyond me. You know what I'm saying? I want my people not to have to worry about that. I don't want them to have to think about the stuff I've ever had to do, go without the things I've had to go without, do the things I've had to do, to have some of the things that I've had to have. I don't want them having to do that. I want them to be able to say, okay, well, I need this. This is what I need. Let me go take care of it. You know, and still know where the work ethic is behind that. I don't want them to think it's give it to them. I want them to know that this is what it's work. That's so making it. I don't see that day, so I don't know what I'd be able to say when I woke up one day.
Let me ask this question real quick, man. Not to be rude, but the brother sitting next to you, that's your DJ, right? That's one of your producers. You know what I'm saying? You've been working with the brother for a while, right? When he first came to you, where he's at right now, what are some of the things, like, because we live, we want to let the people know who we talking to and why they should be interested in his music. So one of the greatest places to gain that knowledge from is who's been working with them through his growth in music and his business. And you are his producer. You're one of his DJs.
He owns
So the record.
Well, that's what it do. Then why are you sitting there so quiet?
I built for the record.
We live right now, bro.
When you
Yeah, I built for the record. I built for the record. I've been listening. I've been listening freestyle since I was 16 years old.
Take him to church, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And I've been listening to it since I was 16, you know, and years ago, you know what I'm saying, him and a couple of other friends I had, you know what I'm saying, was, you know, freestyling and rapping and starting to try to get a little bit more serious with it. So that's when I built the studio. So you know what I'm saying, I built the studio for it.
What was the main thing that made you take interest in hype?
And I,
And the brother sitting next to
what's the main thing about it that I love? Loyalty. You know what I'm saying? He's always been there for me. It's like I've always been there for him. But it's him and the other ones.
So
I've always been.
We ain't Oprah, so cut it out. All right,
Stop. I've always loved the studio.
So in the
growth and
in the concept, in the mental concept of being someone in your position, building a brand, and says, I believe in this artist. I have these other pieces in place, but I believe if I can get this artist jump on board with what I have going on, and I can find someone. Like you said, you didn't have to look. You've been rocking with your brother for years. I'm saying he went his way with like being an MC, which is becoming a business. So, and you said, I'm going to take my path, but brother, I'm telling you, I'll have the studios, I'll have the DJs, I'll have the equipment, but you got to do your work too. What's one of the most difficult things? Now, this is a two-parted question for both of y'all to answer, because it's great when you have somebody that built someone to be where they're at. and you have someone that's there. You know what I'm talking about? So, two-parted question. What was it like when y'all first, like, collab, first got it together, made the first track, and said, you know what, we got something right here, bro?
It was, I can still remember, you know, I can still remember, you know, he came out, you know what I'm saying, and, you know what I'm saying, he had his, I had his trouble when he went away, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
I was in the studio when he got, so when he got out, you know what I'm saying, the lab was built, it was ready, and all he had to do was come home. And so he got home, and we got, I mean, he put out his first time.
No. Nah.
We recorded a lot of tracks, but
Yeah.
to be honest with you, man, at that time too, I was learning too, because everything that I do and everything I learned from doing it. You know what I'm saying? I learned all my mixing and everything from doing it.
That first track was, I think that was,
Long time ago. Yeah.
was it? Yes. Where did he go, bro? Let's be clear.
Vibe right there. That vibe right there.
Hey, that was some classic garbage, but it was fun. That's some classic garbage, but it was fun.
Why you think classic?
I want to know.
Make a throwaway track.
It's hot and really hot stuff.
He loves it, man. He loves it. I mean, I'm just like I said, I'm the worst critic I've ever seen on me. So I look back at that and I'm like, oh, golly, man. I was high.
That's the norm. You're supposed to be the most, especially as an MC, because like you know, I'll ask you, Hype, as an MC, and I'll ask you, sir, as like you know, being a person that like said, you know what, I'm really going to invest in the entertainment business. I know my avenue that I can be successful in entertainment. I can gain longevity. I don't need to be an MC. You know what I'm talking about? I can put MCs on. I can build those bridges for these MCs. I can have the equipment, studio, people, business ready for MCs that I know are ready for the platform. And then for you, Hype, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, my man right here that's been next to me since I was a youngin', he said, hey, yo, I got everything ready. You dope with it. You've been putting in the grind. I know who you are. I know your character. Let's feed our baby. You know what I'm talking about? Now, so you said the first track that y'all like did together that y'all were like, that's gonna be that joint right there, homeboy.
Oh, we thought it was the end of the game, man. What are you talking about? I was famous. What? I can't wait to get on the stage. Let me hurry up and get on somebody's stage and do this song. Hurry up, Jesus. Get me on the stage. I can't wait. I'm going to turn the city out. Oh, best thing smoking right here. Watch.
Was that the track you signed him? Like, what was the track that made you sign him? That's what I want to know. As a CEO, what track of his was it that made you say, that's it? I need him. I need him as an artist. I need him on my team. I need him. He's going to be big for me. What track was that?
I don't know. I mean,
There wasn't no sign.
There wasn't no song. This nigga was just for him.
I mean, I swear, I'm going to tell you something. We'll get into this later, but the dude saved my life. This right here. This right here is the probably like 98% of the reason I'm still breathing right now in this day and time. This saved my life. This right here. We'll get into that later, but that wasn't no signing. I mean, I came home.
You know the one and only home got some questions from the region, homeboy.
Huh?
I got some questions from the region. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? But I'm the vibe y'all two have. It's one of the most important things that we try to like. Okay, we're gonna platform your music, right? That's gonna happen on WBOK Radio. But one of the most important things is the educational part of these lives, like being able to have a raw conversation with owners of entertainment labels. of MCs that have put in the work and that know the patience. Like, this is not going to be me make a hot track and the next year I'm famous. You know what I'm saying? I know about like that 3-year itch, that 5-year itch.
It's on fire. Is that where you stop? Fire.
I'm loving
The
them
first
five
thing we do
where you guys are working out of in the entertainment industry where you guys are working out of, man, it's like everybody has to pass by where you guys are at to get to where they want to go. If you live in New York and you want to go to Georgia, you gotta pass Tennessee. If you're in New York and you want to go to Texas, the most the best route to take is up through. You know what I mean? But besides like a few cats, like what did Young Buck do for the music appreciation and like the attention out there, if anything? Like when it came to Tennessee.
I'd like to see his son be able to take over this business at the end of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's a real true goal. You know what I'm saying? I like to see my kids have a piece of business at the end. That's something legitimate, something very legitimate. Oh, this isn't a game. We're not just out here just, well, let's go record a song and put it out and see what happens. No, this is very, very serious. I mean, there's a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy. So it's lighthearted as I take my own. Trust me, we got things that's I can't just focus on me and build a brand. There's a lot of moving parts. You know what I'm saying? We've had a lot come, a lot go. You know what I'm saying? Some still around, but we got a lot of moving parts. There's the clothing line. We've got there's so many different things in this guy. I mean, that's all we do is think in progress. Thinking, okay, I'm not going to rap forever. He's not going to sit up here and work these sports forever. He's not going to do that forever. What else can we do? And how soon can we start that to where when we get to where that's where we need to be after we're already there? That's how we think. You know? So it's success. I check it. Got to be probably way ahead. We make it up. There's a lot of other dudes that come here, rock that little flag on them, and they represent it with pride and the respect that it deserves. And they're doing their work, but at the end of the day, there's so much local talent around here. Talent that's not local that I'm willing to go get. I'm willing to go get you to work with you. I'm willing to come find you. Oh, you don't have anywhere to record? Okay, listen. It's always been open. Never set the door on anybody. You know what I'm saying? If you don't come, it's going to slow us. And that's perfectly fine.
So what separates? So what separates from those artists that you talk about that like they're hungry artists and they don't know how or they don't like follow the protocol to get on a platform like to be able to say, hey man, this Saturday I'm going to be on WBOKRadio.com. I'm going to broadcast throughout the lower 48 states. My music's going to be played. I'm going to be heard overseas. When you try to tell people, like as an MC and like your man standing next to you, know what I'm saying? When you try to tell artists like, hey yo, I'm not trying to get you, I'm just trying to let you know how to do something. If you wanted to count for something, just listen to me. What is it like down there? Is it?
I mean, that's a pretty good network. If you really have a question, that's a network down there. If you've got questions, if you can really that they see that you're working, be working. It's one of these up into the blood, over there, it's the harder for you, but it's actually working. You're really willing to come and say, okay, oh, you need help in this lane? We go. Let's schedule this. I know we are. I get a lot of calls. I got a couple of homeboys sent out to them. They know who they are. They'll hit my box. Hey, man, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I ask my questions. Because I've got my certain views, and I'm like, hey, I need your opinion. I think it's hot, but not always about me, so I need somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Or I need to get this done, I need to get some photos done, I need to get some flyers done, I need to set up a show, I need a show. Now, I've got people for that. There's a lot of people down here that really do networking actually nowadays, and will help you out.
So you're telling me, because I say it all the time, so you're saying that, like, even down where you live in Tennessee, your network does build your net worth?
Absolutely. That's just basic business.
Thank you.
Basic business principles. You have it ain't what you know, it's who you know all the time.
Thank
Always.
you. So let me ask you this, man. Matter of fact, let me see if who do you want to introduce this track called Time Fly? You want the man sitting next to you? You want Miss Music?
It's his favorite track, so I'm really gonna give him dollars.
I can't go a day without listening to this track. This is my favorite one.
All right. What is? Tell them who it is, where y'all from, who produced it, who cranking the joke. Tell them what the work do. Tell them what y'all doing. And introduce Time Fly on WBOKRadio.com. Encore Live, brother. Worldwide, world exclusive of this track, bro.
This is Time Fly's Hype Solo. Produced at Solo Records.
I know what it is. Solo Records. Hype Solo. Love you.
Let's go. WBOKRadio.com. What?
Where's my daddy?
Fuck with suckers, I don't do it. I know the code of your contradict. Worldwide and I'm universal in your own hood, you'll leave fit. Real champs in the winner circle with 50 rounds still standing ho. Hey ones in my day ones and the only brothers I'm standing for. The information don't need to know when you suffer boys don't qualify. When the movie shit turn to real life in a situation gets locked down. Fly back and let the clip blow. Now your boys just talk and run. Talk war like it's certified. And most of y'all would never touch the gun. They kill nothing, no let it down. Hard aim is cold as you claim it is. Scared to death of the reap, crushing you pussy niggas can't do a bit. Been burnt once, my snitch homie. Second helpers, I'm good enough. Hit the line on that bullshit, and I'm hanging up and don't give a fuck. Money talking, not conversation, gotta add up or I'm gonna show. If we ain't speaking the same language, then what the hell are we talking about? Waste of time, I can't get it back. Every second mean money, ho. Death comes as a guarantee. What matters now is what you live for. Time fly, we never get enough. I'm only here for a minute, I'm gonna live it up. Take a breath, blink it out, and it's over with. I'm gonna live it till the 40s till it's over with. Time fly, we never get enough. I'm only here for a minute, I'm gonna live it up.
Okay, yo,
breath, blink it out, and it's over with.
WBOKRadio.com, ladies and gentlemen. Worldwide.
Take a chance in my hands on it, you can bank on.
Yo.
Real life, not every verse, take a minute out and go thank on.
Chill.
Dream nigga, I'm a go-getter when your pussy niggas just waiting on it. Make it happen, I'ma make it rap and then look around when y'all hate on it. Dip the scales in my baby now, my heavy hustle put weight on it. Fake niggas got an expiration, I was born real with no date on it. Consequences and repercussions, but I never move, you gotta know the cost. Win some and you lose some, but either way it's a lesson talk. Scored up so you can't see. Both wounds from battles fall, they kill me. I'm stronger now, I made it through, who would've thought? Counted out so many times, my fake loves and phony thoughts. Your new thing, my ex thing, that's X Games like Tony Hawk. She say this, you say that. I say peace, never look back. You slow lane, we fast lane. You graduate, we loud pass.
We got hype solo records in the building. WBOKRadio.com. Encore Live. Don't be one of y'all. Miss Music.
That's crashed out. In the whole lane that we smashed out. Top
We worldwide right now, baby.
Smash a parking like
You know how
smashed
we
out.
do, man.
4 to 10, we going in.
Yes.
We ran the car on a smash route. Ask me about my next move. I'm an ass quick with the cash route.
Tell him.
Time fly, we never get enough. I'm only here for a minute. I'm gonna live it up.
Okay, okay.
Blinking out, and it's over with. I'm gonna live it to the 40s till it's over with.
Time fly.
We never get enough.
Huh.
I'm only here for a minute.
You know what you heard it first.
Take a breath, blinking out, and it's over with.
WBOKRadio.com, man.
I'm gonna live it to the 40s till it's over
Let go,
with.
let go.
Turn up one more time. Hey, that's that 865 boy. What? What was that? What just happened?
Miss Music, go in. Go in, Miss Music. Tell them what Florida feel about that. Tell them what the people that really make a move.
I can hear it in the club. Definitely, I can hear it in the club. I mean, it's kind of different flow though. Like he said, he's in his own lane, so like I'm feeling it. I mean, it's different, but it's just like, yeah, give me some more. I love his lyrics. His lyrics are on point. He's great. Like, yeah, like keep bringing that. Keep bringing it. Just keep bringing it for us, man.
We like hear that though.
Hey, Miss Music, how you feel the people? How you feel like? Cause I mean, I know the brother. He probably been doing radio interviews for a minute. Been on many radio stations for a minute, but like let the brother know, like the demographic has been expanded. The listening group has been expanded, my brother. We so appreciate you on WBOKRadio.com. Part of our program, but I'm telling you, brother, I'm telling you the truth. This music. Tell him like the perspective and the listening group that he's opened up for himself by being a part of this radio station. You on the line. And what you do is who you are, and down in Florida. You know what I'm saying? When them folk down, when they say them down south folk do, what they doing down there in Florida?
Alright.
We just do what we do in Florida. We just be chilling. But like I said, it all goes back to you gotta grab, the people that you're listening to. And he's doing that. That song really good. Like most artists, you've got to get in the area. You've got to get his music out there. So he can have the hottest track in the world, but if nobody's hearing it, nobody knows about it. So that's all he's got to do is just keep getting it out there, do what he does, know what he, loving what he do, keep making what you think is hot. And if people follow you, they follow you. If they don't, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing you can do about that. But I'm loving it. Like I said, I'm a little bit different from Florida, but it all goes down to whether or not, your beats are on point, you sound good, he sounds really good on the track, he's got the hype, he's going to bounce. So, I mean, he's got the package.
Hey, hold on. I gotta say, Paul, when you say the brother got the package. Because it's the one and only Big Yogi right here, Young Charisma Gangster. Only. I can't get words like that.
I think he just got to get it out there.
Homeboy, you good with homeboy. I ain't trying to knock none of that, but I'm saying, hold on now.
Hold on there. Wait a minute. Okay. So.
You have people that don't. And you see the people that have it, and you see the people that don't. So, he has it. What he does with that, what he chooses to do with that, that's his business. But like I said, you could have a hit song if nobody's heard it. It's still going to be a hit song, but nobody's heard it. So him basically is getting them out into the Tampa market, getting them out into the Florida market, getting them in some of these markets that he hasn't touched down yet. And like y'all said, and like we say, I just heard this at the last event I hosted. It's who you know. So get out there, get introduced to people, get hard if people can't get your names out there, hit all the radio shows you can. Hit all the interviews you can, hit all the spots you can, and get your music together so people can actually hear it. Because once they do hear it, they can take off. And you got something that's really, really good, and I want to hear more. So as long as you're grabbing people like me who are music A&Rs, who got our own radio shows or are doing radio shows, and you're getting their attention, that's who you need to be pleasing. Because listeners are listeners, and that's all great, but it takes more than just a listener to get you where you need to be. So as long as he keeps dealing with the right people, he keeps doing what he's doing, there's no way he can't succeed. There's just no way. Hard work pays off. Hard work, time, effort, it all pays off. Just stay dedicated. Do what you're doing. Keep getting it out there, and before you know it, everybody will be playing his tracks everywhere. How it is with me.
Thank you. I love the feedback. I need it. I don't get nearly enough of that. Really, I don't. We don't get nearly enough feedback. Really, we don't. So I'll
yeah, you don't get a lot of feedback. That's why it's good for you to go and talk with these radio people, get your interviews so they can hear you and they can tell you straight to your face. Whether you like it or not, hey, you need to do this, you need to do that. We did a
That's it.
Hi. You don't want to know what it's like when it's like an MC that swear that he's on it, and I gotta tell him, oh Lord, oh Lord. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's some people that they come on and you know what I'm saying, they spend what they with it. And then, you know, we play the first track and it's like, I wanna talk about, man, we wanna represent on this radio. You feel me?
Right.
yeah, sometimes people artists with one track and the song kind of sucks, and you'll hear another track, but that track's better. Like last week, I heard these artists, and the first track they played, I was not interested. I was like, I was trying to stop myself from laughing. I was trying not to laugh, like, oh my god, am I actually listening to this? Like, they're actually going to get here and do this. But then when they played the second track seemed interesting. And when they came off the stage, I told them, I said, look, your second track is your stronger track. So if you're going to go to these places and do these types of things, do that track because that's your stronger track. The other track is for the movie. So sometimes it may be as simple as a track that somebody doesn't really feel like a movie. So it's always, you got to watch your material that you put out. You got to put some stuff out there and see who likes what, and then take that and put it out there. You can't necessarily always go by, oh, well, I think this is a hot track. I think No Stress is just the bomb. It's just a hit. But you put it out there, and you have 50,000 people to be like, hey, I like Forever Love, So, what you think is one thing, and what the whole world thinks is a whole nother ball game. So get out there and find out what the world wants. Do these radio shows, do these interviews, and get your feedback so you know where you're weak, you know where you're strong, you know what they're liking, and then take that and put it out there because that is what they're going to want. Is the majority of the.
I had a question on what Miss Music is saying. Like, first part of the question, I got a two-part question. I want y'all to answer. Okay? For both you guys, because where you guys are at. How many tracks do you make before you put out the first two? That's the first part. The second part is on your part, like the label, like news. When do you tell somebody like, yo, make about like 5 or 6 songs, pick which one you do? Like, do you guys down where you guys are at? Is it outside avenues to be able to help people better, or do you guys just do that all in-house?
I didn't understand the second part. First part, as far as how many tracks do we put out, do we actually record before we actually put something out? That, it's varies. It depends on timing of how I want that first single. I've recorded songs and not been able to put a single out. Get 5 or 6 songs later. I'm saying, okay, this is the one I want to put out. This is the performance piece. What to put out now for projects. All right, that I don't understand. I want to grab it on this. I think time flies, and I think before that, time flies, and we're almost done after the other 70% of this project is done. They all came out. Everything that you're playing today, everything that you got, they all came out way after this. The first part of this album. They came way after, but they seem to fit live. Yeah, that's the newest. That's the thing I would release.
Second part of the question was, where you guys are at in your demographic, okay? You all have the platform, or you won't provide a platform where you can tell people, like, I know that being like, I've listened to your music, and then you have conscious. I've listened to the practice that aren't just on his music, like what you do, create that. But you all like take time and tell people, sucks. And tell people like, hey, I watched this performance, like, or
Got it, sir.
you might want to work on this or you might want to work on that before you actually go public. And you guys have people that do that for you all, or do you all do that for other people where you're at?
Oh, it's so hard. I mean, as far as I think I somewhat understood what you're asking. As far as, okay, do we go out and tell people, hey, okay, this is out, I need you to move this? Do I have somewhere when I have a new song to come out? Do I have somewhere to put it out? Do I have people that will move it for me? Is that kind of what you're asking? Do I have actual people around here, a support group actually be able to distribute?
I was asking on the level of music that you all are doing, like the movement of the music. Do you guys like take the time to like go see like some of the up and coming artists? And
Yeah.
And then they look at you and they ask you, or they ask your producer, or they ask the owner of your label, like, hey, you think I'm good? Do you guys tell them the truth, like, dude, you actually suck?
Yeah, I tell them the truth.
Or do you tell them, like, hey, you might need to work on this or work on that, or you something in public again?
Never gonna be rude about it. I'm never gonna be rude about it, but I wish somebody would have told me, I mean, for real, I wish somebody would have told me on a few joints off my last album. I wish somebody would have told me, hey, that was kind of like, you may not even want to use that. I wish somebody would have told me. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I'll tell them, look, I see where you're going. I understand what you got to do with it, and I get it. And then I'll tell them, you got to take this part out. You got to simplify it, or you have to make it more complex, or you just have to keep more on rhythm. I'm not going to criticize you. Not being able to tell you something positive behind it. Because that's just tearing the person down. I'm not out to tear anybody. If I'm actually watching the show, I'm going to find something positive about it. Ask me about it. I'm not asking me an honest question. I'm going to give you an honest answer. I'm going to tell you, well, you know what I'm saying? It's still scheduled. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole other side of the crowd that you can get talk to. You know what I'm saying? But your lyrics is hot. Down was hot. His stage presence is kind of right. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll tell them, it was hyped up, but they couldn't understand what you were saying because the lyrics was kind of, double, right? They didn't get all that. You know what I'm saying? But you was hyped up. You had a mic with you, but I couldn't understand what you said. I'll tell you that. Because I expect somebody to tell me, I'm not going to tell you what you said. I don't care about that. That's you. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what you're living through, so I can't tell you, hey, man, it's a lot of, I can't tell you that, but I can tell you as far as technical stuff. If it was a good show, if it was a good song, if it was a well-written song, if you stayed on pace, if you kept me in, so I can tell you that. But yeah, I'll tell you nothing. If they ask me, I'm going to tell them, hey, it's a little slow for me, or it's a little too fast for me. But that's me. That's not everybody. So, let somebody else hear. That's my opinion. That's what you got to do. Man. If somebody's going to bother to ask you your opinion, please tell me the truth.
So can I ask you a favor, brother?
Absolutely.
Real quick favor. I want you to tell the world who you are. Let everybody know on WBOKRadio.com who we're speaking to, who's sitting next to you, where you're from, and the work you got coming out, and when they can catch you next. Oh, it's not the end of the interview. Don't believe me. As long as y'all got time to sit with me, we're gonna keep cranking. But I want to play this other track because who you are as a person and the dialect from you, I'm very much interested in your perspective on what you do with music. I'm very much interested in how the man sitting next to you handles that business. And I'm pretty sure this listening group on WBOKRadio.com is very much interested. But just let them know who you are real quick. Let them know who you are, where you're at, what your music stands for, the man sitting next to you. And I'm going to play this next track. And then I want everybody in the world, you know what our listening group is like, right? Did you get the map?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I want them all to see what you look like when you present this music to them. Okay? So, go!
All right. Nice solo, man. Solo Records. 865 Knoxville, Tennessee. You know what it is. My man DJ Michelangelo. Owner, founder, Solo Records. And thanks for joining. I think we got a little salute for you. salute and salute to all we, but whatever the joint is, all we do is work. Work that is. 865 moving. Blue collar, about to be everywhere. I'm dropping it everywhere. Blue collar, the mixtape, 865 hype solo. This is the truth. I'm telling you, every word of it is the truth. You don't gotta like it, you respect it. The truth about that too. This is 100 grade A, Southern boy, country boy, straight from the stuff. 865 moving. So, all guys know this square.
This music makes sure the people know that it's not just out there in Tennessee. It's down there in Florida right now. This
music, Florida, it's got everywhere. It's everywhere.
What I do for this young man? When we drop this track coming up here, let him know where you at and where his listening can expand it. So everybody know what we do on WBOK Radio. Just let them know what you represent and what they're about to hear, baby.
Coming to you live from WBOK Radio. We got our boys in the house tonight. Like I said, it's everywhere. It's not just Tampa. Like, I go everywhere. I'm doing everything. So, everybody, y'all need to make sure you get at my boy, listen to solo records, listen to this guy, Haifa. He is just off the chain, and we definitely are going to put him on here at WBOK Radio on our network, as well as, we can send him over to Music Radio next August as try to show up. But yeah, we definitely want to make sure everybody out there is on the sky. If we get him out there, hype about it.
That's what it do.
That's what it is.
I don't know. This is Encore Live every Saturday, 7 to 9, WBOKRadio.com. It's your one and only homie, Big Yogi. Yogi one of yo, Young Original Gangster Imperial, the one and only. We are giving you some of the best in entertainment around the world tonight. We're about to go into the second track. Worldwide exclusive. The only ones that are giving it to the world is WBOKRadio.com with the one and only homie, man. Shout out to the man that paid the bills, HNIC Mitchell. Shout out to the listening group down in Florida. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, to the people that are tuned in, the people that are viewing. We about to go in, man. This is hype, man. Let's rock, man. Yogi wanna go. Y'all know what it do. Yeah? Let's go, let's go.
Turn up, let's go. 865 in the building.
Hey. WBOKRadio.com. This is a worldwide exclusive.
I no longer have intentions of being the person of vengeance. I'm walking through this universe without the worst of intentions. Fancy wasted potential, be the first that they mention. All that I created, working the feeling. Pain I'm hurting, I'm feeling. Lord knows I know for certain what real is, and that's the reason I quit fucking with niggas. I don't be nothing to niggas. You the world of my people, there's no discussing you niggas. The pressure's on and there's no trusting you niggas. So I just keep packing weight, I'm steady crushing you niggas. Take your time though, I ain't rushing you niggas, cause there will come a day when I no longer call you my nigga, I call you my brother. You get in the picture. The pain more's on the real, no I ain't doing that with you. The way I choose to live my life may not fit you. Don't need to dance around the fact that we different. Call me no matter what, I'm going in with you. You in the rain, boy, I'm coming to get you. Think I changed some shit, I'm begging to differ. Got a place if I got it, man. It's just another hand on the switch. If it's beat that you can't chew up, and I said I'm with you. Still the same, me home, you get in the bitch.
Hey, turn up.
They really changing, but I'm better now. Sorry for all the times that I let you down.
Okay.
You all the crazy, we got each other down. I salute to all the real brothers that's been around. They really changing, but I'm better now. Sorry for all the times that I let you down. You all the crazy, we had each other down. I salute to all the real brothers that's been around. Life happens as a true story, oftentimes we don't want it. Got the news, another soldier gone, I just talked about it this morning. A lot of baby daddies in jail are dead, and in a lot of cases don't want them. Ain't wishing bad, but I pray for mine, so that last line's disappointing. Real brothers with a few I know. Truth is we don't talk much. Drop a line, you straight, bruh. I'm good, fam, but we caught up. But let us up and start talking slick. You wait around and I got you. You got an issue, I got an issue. We can handle that with no problem. Life happens, it's evolution. You and me, we grow different ways. You doing you and I'm doing me, but no matter what, ain't nothing changed. No new friends, that's bullshit. But I'm only trusting my day ones. Them same brothers I struggle with. And know the place I came from. Fuck boys, I can't name none that be around where I'll be around. Anybody know about college state? They know the deal. I don't fool with clowns. Damn lame dudes and undercover thoughts. Weed them out, they couldn't make the cut. Me and mine, no questions asked. That's loyalty, I can't make it suck. They really changing, but I'm better now. Sorry for all the times I had to let you down. You are crazy, we had each other down. I salute to all the real brothers that's been around. They really changing, but I'm better now.
I'm not people, boy. I'm trying to tell you a story.
That's what
So we had each other down. I salute to all the real brothers that's been around.
Let it up to the K, boy.
This is WBOK Radio. This is a worldwide exclusive. This track has now been heard across the world. This is not just the lower 48.
Let it up to the K. Woo! WBOK.
Man. Encore Live, man. Y'all know what it do. H&IC Mitchell in the building. The one and only home building in the building, man. Y'all know what it do. Turn up for the boy, man. What it do, man? How that feel, young?
How did it feel to you? That's what I want to know. How did it feel to you?
How that feel for me? Oh, bro, this is what I do, bro. This is what I do.
I listen to this every day. That same song I play this every day, that's my starting song of the day.
Tell them why it's your starting song of the day.
Man, I love my people, man. I swear to God I do. I mean, it's just really that simple. There ain't me without none of these boys. And I got my Warm, I got Ray Moore, I got him, I got William Blair, I got my boy Sawdog down the way, I got all my family. I don't even talk about that. You already know what that is. But ain't got to be explained. You hear me? I got too many people, man, that really just they motivate the hell out of me, bro. I mean, that's just the dudes. I ain't even brought up the females. It's really just on my team, and there ain't no extra. It's just people down for you, man. Swear to God, it makes me move. Makes me feel so good, man. I love it, man. I mean, it's just see people happy with what I'm doing. Listen to it. That's their doing. I think that's what matters. That's what this music's supposed to do.
So what's your biggest challenge in working to continue the pleasure, like what's your biggest challenge that you see where you're at? Like I'm asking you this question to be able to see where you live.
My biggest challenge with the music.
Your whole movement.
The whole movement.
For the people where you live, where you at, what would be the message that you would want to tell them, brother?
Biggest challenge.
Like from the up and comers. Like tell the up and comers that are just saying, hey man, I know how to rap. This is awesome. I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be Jay-Z next week. You know what I mean? Like, learn them real quick, brother.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, no matter what happens, just make sure you do it. I don't care who you are, but next week, go home and look at you and say, okay, yeah, I did need it. I cooperate with everybody else to help me get ahead and help them get ahead at the same time. Yeah, but don't compromise you. Don't do it. Because, I mean, you give yourself away and you just pull it on. So you gotta just be focused. And when it does come, be humble. Be humble, man. Don't act like it was something that you just, that was just, oh, that's fine. But you earned it. So be humble about it. So everybody else has to do it. Give me the give them the tools to work with. Don't just tell them, man, yeah, I got the money coming out with me. Don't nobody need no do boys, man. Nobody need no bandwagon riders, man. Nobody need nobody on their coattails. Go get your stuff.
So what do you
Never take it from you.
So what do you brothers do in the community around you? Like, where can
The community is hard right now. It's violent in us. It's just a hard place to live right now. I mean, and that's just all honesty. It's hard out there, man. I mean, gun zone is really gun zone also. You know what I'm saying? And gun zone is not just gun zone. It's like gun zone is spread. It's everywhere. It's not just that's not everybody. Young guys that's, and I'm not blaming nothing on you because you got parents at home, you got around, you got adults standing around these dudes out here doing it. Instead of thinking of something better, they rah laughing, bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They're not calling them down. They act like they're halfway scared these niggas out there right now. So, you know what I'm saying? The old heads that know better ain't doing nothing about them. You know what I'm saying? But they still out here on the track. They still seeing these little things like that. They still getting them up. You don't hit them up, man. Have them grow up. That's real talk. That's what me and you. I don't know what it is. You don't hit them up, have them grow up. Because you cut a whole lot of life short. A whole lot of them. That's why you're feeding them right. You're feeding them the bullshit. You're giving them the healthy stuff to make sure that they prosper in whatever it is you got to do. So, it's hard. That's why I don't really want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about shooting nobody. I'm not going to talk about that because the news is talking about it. I don't need it. And on the TV, the news is telling you about everybody getting shot. You ain't got to tell them about that. Try to give them a reason not to get shot. But then you don't need that wrong. Then you need that wrong.
Is that difficult? Like
Yes.
in your demographic where you live in, and like you having a platform like where you're pronounced artist. I'm saying, like, you're on this show, so I mean, like you're doing things. I mean, like you and your people are doing things. Like, is it important to take the time to show these youngins, like, man, slow down? Like, do you guys take part in that, like, active, or is that more of like a conscious thing you do with the music that's
I mean, they're not really even listening to this. I think you really just have to go up beyond that musical point. If that's what you say you're going to do now, I'm worried about it. So, yeah, we got stuff we're working with. It's like it's natural down here. You down there, you got my man the bar. Down there, the bar. There's some brothers down here that's getting the problem. The problem don't stem just with the music, it stems from the mindset of the young people that we have around. It's not getting fed anything else, it's not getting told anything else. They're hearing all this, then they go around dudes that sit up here showing them all this, and they have no money. And the craziest people black or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? It's like being nuts out here. You think it's not. You really just want to have to band together in this community. Youngins, man, these are babies out here getting their asses knocked out. These ain't grown men. Back in the day, it was grown men. I remember.
Oh.
I remember these days. Back in the days, it was grown men out here, and it was rough. It was rough. But now it's babies. Man.
I agree.
It's grown men watching. And that's a problem. You can't watch. You're killing your bloodline. You're killing everything that's going to be you in the future. Because you're not going to be here forever. Taking out everything that's young, how are we supposed to do anything positive? We're taking out everything, man. We just got to get it together. That's really how I feel about it. I hate it. I got kids out here. I mean, get out of here. I got nieces and nephews out here. Get out of here. I don't have to worry about that. They ain't even walking down the street. I don't have to worry about that. I'm still in Tennessee, man.
So what's your overall message with your music and with your movies?
If you know better, you do better. Somebody need to start telling these people better instead of just sitting up here and throwing gas on the fire out of them, man. Stop it. Y'all dudes are sitting around here watching them. Stop. Make them stop. If y'all dudes want to holler how tough you are and how y'all running y'all little homies and just okay, run their little asses in the house. Run their little asses. Do that. Let's run that. Let's run that education rate up. Let's run that graduation rate up.
I said that before with artists that were from different regions. And I said that I think like the epidemic of like school shootings and like youngins like 12, 13 that are like going up into the school and everything, showing up at the bus stop or to the soccer game or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They're just running about their mom or dad telling them no about cookies. I mean, like in my time and coming up, like I feel like there's a responsibility that I think that got left. There's a nil void. Like people don't speak about the responsibility of the OG. Like you got these youngs that are coming up. There's some warfare on you. They're hearing what we rap. They're seeing how we live our lives. They're seeing the outcomes of that. They're seeing the outcomes of slavery. But there's not the OGs that are actually standing out here anymore. Like when we were younger, an OG would tell you, like, boy, you better put that down, boy. You ain't ready for no 15. I mean, they would slap a pistol out your hand.
That was real. They meant that. They meant
Right.
it.
Right. With their movement and with their music, you encourage like youngins to like. I mean, I already know from the conversation we've been having thus far, but like, what do you think is the most difficult part of about that message? Like, man, if you're gonna fight somebody, fight somebody. But it doesn't mean you need to pull a gun at the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely know what you mean, bro. It's I mean, and I go back to even with my brother, when you know what I'm saying, everything with him, all the way back to those days and then now, like to see, I mean, we got a few choices. Yeah, really. In this group, there's just like a handful of choices left. You can sit up and watch this madness. And watch it boil over and spread into the city. And over time, it's going to be martial law and things going to be able to bust a little bit. You sit up and keep watching. All of you big heads that's ever running, whatever, y'all can keep watching that if you want to. And you're going to be so-called free, but not free out here in the street. Because that's what it's going to end up being. I said, gangster. I said, yeah, I got bigger guns. Now that's one choice. You can sit there and watch it. And while you're watching, and while they're dying, and while these mamas is out here having to bury their babies, you can keep profiting and all that too. All right, that's cool, whatever. That's on you. All right. Then you got this other choice. You can start educating these dudes around you. Instead of saying, hey, hit the spliff, hey man, why don't you walk over here to this museum with me? Let's go check out this library real quick. Hey, what you really know about Knoxville? You know what I'm saying? Give them something productive, man. Give them some real missions. Make them do something with themselves. If you got that much control over these little dudes, man, make them do something positive then. I mean, why you want to ruin what you control? Why wouldn't you want to make it better? If you're going to control it, make it better. So make it work. All right. That's your second choice. Your third choice, you can just keep acting like ain't none of this happening. And like I said, it's going to go right back to the first choice. You're not going to have no room to move, man. All these blind eyes and deaf ears, all these problems out here. Yeah, hell, y'all acting like half y'all scared to die, but when I met half y'all wasn't worried about nothing. Y'all had bigger guns than the big guns. Y'all wasn't worried about nothing. Now all of a sudden you're scared of these little dudes, too scared to tell them, hey, y'all out of pocket. Y'all doing too much. Y'all can't do that now? But I remember a day when the block was safe because of you dudes. There wasn't no madness because of you brothers.
Hey, let me say this, brother. I remember a time when you had to earn the right to be called a gangster.
Man, what?
A gangster was the person that was the youngins that are out there, they hustling, and they they're selling their packs and everything else like that. At the end of the week, they might have enough money to take their girl to the movie, get a fresh pair of Timbs. That might be their money at the end of the week. You know what I'm talking about? But there was also the OG. You know what I'm saying? The OGs, like the 70, 80-year-old woman that's lived on that block for 30 years, and she got to take her groceries up 2 flights of stairs. I came up under an era where the OGs would tell you, you are disrespectful to the block if you don't help that lady get her shit up straight. You know what I'm talking about? There was a moving process.
Remember what we spoke on?
OGs made men be men. If the street life is what you chose, it's not a cop-out.
Yeah, that was the way you had to go about that too.
Responsibility. It's a different type of responsibility, but it's a responsibility. It's not a cop-out. It's not an easy thing out. So when you get into being an MC, and you get to seeing light into ways to like find an avenue out of jumping into the negativity around you, it's still an obligation to me, to the OG age and era cats, to tell these youngins, like, hey, yo, you got a problem with him? Y'all on the same squad? Hope y'all got burners? Put the burners down. Y'all go to the body in the courtyard.
Man, you better quit it, because these dudes, you're not fired. Stop it.
They can't even go to a ring.
They don't even know what the thoughts at. They don't understand what it means to just throw hands with another man and then walk away and everybody throw hands.
That was mandatory in my squad. That was mandatory in my squad. In my squad, this is how it went. We had like we weren't calling each other to know where we were gonna be. You know what I'm saying, we just had pages, but we just knew it on certain days we was gonna be at so and so's crib. We'd be like 30, 40 deep. Everybody show up with a case of 40s, and you know, everybody got excited when OE went back to the smallmouth 40s. You know what I'm talking about? And we would show up. But if I was sitting in that, if I was sitting around my people, and I could see two of my homeboys that for some reason they like being real separate, got a real negative vibe in between them. In my squad, y'all two need to take your shirt off, go outside. Y'all need to go to the body. After y'all done going to the body and you're being honest with each other, you come in and you sit down. We leave y'all to talk about why y'all went.
Yeah. Now, what was you mad about now? Now you
that funk in the air. Don't leave that funk in the air. Because your brother's going to have to be the people that's going to be there with you before the bread comes. When the opportunities start rolling in, the people you need to know that are going to guide you properly. You know what I'm saying? While everything happens. Now, where you all at, right? In a keep and do something. How do you guys keep going strong? What's the formula? What's the formula to keep?
I do the formula. I pour it all over everybody. I don't know, man. I don't know what it's going to take. See, I mean, at the same time, how much can you afford to have? How big of a chance can you take for that? You know what I'm saying? I got kids. I got people that depend on me. You know? And I got people looking for the day. Okay, I'm gonna need you to be here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that to happen to me. I'd love to be able to go out here and be out there. Of course, I like to go. It's in the city. I know that's. Why are you out there? Oh man, I'm trying to talk to them. No, you're not. Whoa. And all of a sudden, you got up in the middle or something. Because I mean, the actual connection, the actual real brothers out here that want to do something, and the actual authorities that are trying to do something, so separated. The authorities all blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And these brothers, we all talk, try to put stuff together. Instead of everybody working together, okay, if it's not what everybody really wants, it don't matter if you're the boys or if you want real banging, it don't matter if that's what everybody works together, everybody can put together a deal. But it's like, we gonna work on it over here, we gonna work on it over here, we gonna work on it over here. Everybody's got different things. I mean, I'm not gonna get a real answer like that. There's no way you're gonna get any answer when there's that much division in solving the problem. You got way too much division in how to solve a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the answer is going to be. The sad part is there's going to be a whole lot of more tragedy to talk about. There's going to be more stories on CNN. There's going to be more funerals and all this crap. Because you know, like I know, being an adult and being here long enough to feel how life really works, it always gets worse before it gets any better. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that it won't. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to see the worst part and the better parts around the corner. That's really what I'm hoping. Because, I mean, with everything that's happened within the last 2 years, it's a lot. It's a lot, man. I mean, it's a lot. And that goes from the gunshots to the pill epidemic, all that stuff. That's a lot going on down there. A lot of tragedy, a lot of heartache, a lot of heartbreaking.
I'm a part of this Travis. Like, you know, I come from like a old era where it was what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, caddies. You know what I'm saying? You know, like walls and all that, like suits. You know, polished up the shoes before you walked out the house. Like, but I'm saying, like, I live right now. I live in the DMV, East Humanity. Like, I touch West Virginia, I touch Pennsylvania. Right now, they calling it like heroin highway. Like, they're dying, you know? They really locking people up and selling bags. That old, I mean, and I'm like, man, what in the makes these youngins get that so crazy cry? But I feel like what I see, they don't watch it. They don't read it. They listen to music. That's their news. You know what I'm saying? That's what they listen to. That's what they find out they want to do it. They don't listen to the house market down. You might go ahead and get a loan right now, and they ain't worried about that. They worried about what's most profitable while they out there running these streets. I mean, you know who they listen to? They listen to brothers like yourself. They listen to brothers like me. They listen to brothers like Mr. Jesus kind of report. That's their news. I mean, I know it flies with you. I can hear you talk about it, but what do you feel we can do as a hip hop community? Ah, crazy.
This music can't raise kids. Y'all see, government said you can't bust that ass no more, too. You got to remember that. You can't make them get their ass in the house. You can't make them turn that off anymore. Oh, they can call somebody on you now. When you actually being a responsible adult, responsible parent, and making sure they're not getting fed that shit. Oh, they're abusing me. That's all they got to say nowadays. They can say anything, and now all of a sudden you're a bad parent. You got DHS, DCS, whoever's around you, all up in your business because you try to be a real parent. You know what I'm saying? Can't whoop that ass no more. That's over with. Good luck. You're going to jail. Let them go tell the teacher, oh, look, she hit me on my butt. You're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get restraining orders and all kinds of stuff. And when you can't discipline in the beginning, it's a whole lot harder to control later on. You feel me?
My ass whooped.
When you can't teach them and make them see that there is a consequence between right and wrong, you can't get that on them. You can't get it on them. You can't make them get that. You can't do that no more. So now when they hit 15, 14, 15, oh, I'm grown. You ain't just stay with them. I'm going outside. Whoa, 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 whoa. You better not touch me. I'll be so young.
Let me ask you a question. As MC to MC, through like obviously the same era of upbringing, you know what I'm saying? The Kumo D, you know what I'm saying? The LF upbringing, I mean, Sugar Hill time and everything else like that. Run DMC was really getting it. Kid Rock really made it big.
Come on, man.
Me, you know what I'm saying? You know, all them guys, right? During that time, if you were 5 houses down from your house and you did something that you knew you wasn't supposed to do, the neighbor would whip your ass.
Yeah,
Lucky to get up the street.
Mom and dad and mama with your ass after.
So when we talk about how we came up through those times and we're making songs, we're translating like the real. To me, the real in the game is when people directly translate what they've been through. Like you know, but they say it used to be there was an era where like there was like you said them you'd be like rap for me, like spit something. They want to make sure that you're the rapper that they like think that you are. And it moved to kind of call you trap. I'm saying, how much did those shoes cost? How much did that watch? What kind of watch is that? I mean, it moved to that. So from the era that we came up under, 'cause, that was my trick way of asking questions in response to make sure we still on that DMC, Beastie Boys era. stars for 20 years from one song. You know what I'm saying? What do you think made that change? What made that change? Like from what you all are doing and from you all still pushing to still be relevant, like if you make it in hip hop, you're not gonna have the same legacy as Diana Ross for making a good song back in. I mean, so what keeps you all pushing? And what do you all say to people around you that push to be where you all are at?
Well, you gotta think, I mean, the music that you're talking about is lasting music because that was during a time of serious change. That was lasting music. These people had actual points to everything that they put out at that time. You know what I'm saying? That was a point. They didn't just put out, oh, that sounds good, let's say that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't just ride off of some dope-ass hook that they came up with and didn't care about what they were saying in the middle. They had a concept before the song was even put down with the first lyric of the song. That was a concept. People had concept. Nowadays, people just have, oh, that's a dope beat. Let me ride that. You got to get back to the pop poetry of this thing. You remember the pop poetry?
Don't you make me do it.
It's just the pop poetry.
Don't you person when I'm interviewing and I have to say, I respect the fact that you're not one of those rappers. Mr. Mitchell, I know you're listening. Thank you.
I ain't mad at nobody. Y'all do what y'all got to do. I'm not mad at you. God, a lot of y'all sound great. I ain't mad at you. You sound good. Sorry to tell them apart. That's all I have. I don't care. I don't have a problem with the music. It's distinguishing who am I actually listening to right now. Because there's a lot of that. That's my only problem with it. I mean, a lot of the shit's hot. I just don't know who the hell singing it. I can't tell right then. I mean, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I just don't know exactly who I'm listening to. I can't credit nobody because I don't want to credit the wrong person.
You know who it is? Panda. Producer, designer, I don't know. I guess everybody decides that, like, if you want to make it in music, you have to try to follow the same path that other people have followed to gain success, monetary success. Not
I ain't never been good at that shit.
I've never been good at that as well. I just always said I'd rather hold out until mine hit.
The hell with it. You'll never hear another word.
Panda.
Like him.
Panda.
Come on. I don't want to do this no more. I can't be me. I don't want to do nothing, man.
Miss Music. Like right now, like if you don't know, brother, like Miss Music right now, she's sitting out on like about what was it, about 2, 3, 5 acres in Tennessee right now. Like she in Tennessee right now. She's right around the way. I'm saying like look, normally she in Florida. You know what I mean? That's where like the team used to go. But like with us, like one thing I want y'all to really take from like this experience, man, is I really want to thank you for being so humble with what this opportunity does for your brand and what you're doing. WBOKRadio.com is not a slight sheet. I'm saying we're not one of them people that like hit you up and be like, hey, want to do something and you'll be able to hear it like today.
Stop.
You know what I'm saying? But
man, I mean, I tell you the truth. I mean, coming from where we come from right here, and really when we started, where we got the money with us back in the day, having a very loyal following of people here, we got to thank you guys. Because I mean, I don't know about, I know for myself, you guys are blessed with you know, and you guys,
Really?
I don't, but
You're a blessing to
it's
people.
all about who you know, and I know you guys. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the truth. It's all about who you know, and I know you guys. So I know the Brian between two Fred Tates of the world. You know what I'm saying? I know these guys. I know the D West of the world. I know these guys, and people like you, yourself, that will actually, take a chance. And just, a lot of people won't even listen anymore. You know what I'm saying? They won't even play this shit. They'll listen to 2 words and turn your shit off. And that's
Yeah.
just. And that's DJs and everybody, video DJs. I don't care what DJ. They will listen 2 seconds and turn your shit off. And
Yo,
you guys should actually take the time to critique us and to listen to us and tell us what you in your opinion. And that's all I need is your opinion. I just need the truth out of you. I need the truth from a few people. That's all we need, and we appreciate that, the time you take. Get to know us a little bit. Just because I'm curious how we're fighting with. I don't know why.
That's not what we do on WBOKRadio.com. We platform the artists from every genre of the entertainment business that we believe is the best entertainment. We thank you. We thank you. We thank the person that's been doing the production for the
Humble and pleasure.
time to grace this group and grace us with the time to be able to tell us like the people behind the music, like really your thoughts on like some of the current events around you and what you're doing with your kids. We don't just do hot artists and make sure we bring the best like people that understand it like music is one genre underneath an umbrella called if you see an MC, or your job is to entertain. And people that really take a hold and they say, I am like people are son I can do something more than something else. You give back and you do like person like, man, how do I do it? Whether we do some radio live around the world, like, son,
That's how I feel about it.
do something good with you, do something good with yourself. For our listening to WBOKRadio.com, might as well know, like, this interview has been one of those where I feel like I'm just somebody I've known for a while. Very down to earth brother, very talented brother, fan.
He's so quiet over here. I don't know what he's doing down there no more.
We actually have a fan. We actually have a fan of like anybody that's like looking in, tuning in. If you go to the bottom right corner of the WBOKRadio.com page, you can see like the comments that are rolling. Right now, we have a fan of yours that is really trying to get her point across to let you know that support is there for you while you're national and you're international. Look at that face, though. That's that humble pie right there.
I don't even know what to do with that. I'm not built for that, I don't guess. I need to take that class. We appreciate you listening, man.
We gonna go into this other track. Like I saved this for last because just because you're so humble the whole time. Like I had 2 hours depending on how you carried yourself, right? But you've been so humble this whole time that WBOKRadio.com, we need to do the worldwide exclusive drop of movie. So you can get some of that. So yeah. So you can get that copy out your system.
This hype solo. This is Solo Records. Y'all ain't getting that. That's how we feeling, boy. That's how we feel. 865 full week. Blue collar. Solo Records. Hype solo. We in the building. WBOK Radio. Y'all don't feel good enough yet. Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
This music, tell them where you, tell them who you are and where this track is about to be dropped from too. So they don't just think it's this one time. This music, tell them about this ooh-wee we about to drop on the people.
That's right, y'all hearing it live here at WBOK Radio. I am Miss Music. I am the head music creator of Master Entertainment. We have music group Universal Montana. We also do things through Orchid and Sony Music Group and so on and so forth. We are affiliated with Bone Thugs and Harmony. My boss is one of the actual members of the Mo Thugs. So if you know about that group, you know who Ray Murder is over there. So yeah, we're gonna turn it up here on WBOK Radio this Saturday night, and yeah, here it is. Pump that track, boy. Play it. I want to
Want it. Run it. She can't say no more. She did it. Run it.
Turn it. Turn it. Turn it. Turn it. Turn it. WBOKRadio.com, man. Let's turn up, man. You already know what to do.
Ah.
Ooh-wee.
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 Wee.
We live out the DMV with the one and only homie Big Yogi out the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. We got Pennsylvania on lock. We got Delaware on lock. We got Murderland on lock. We got the city on lock. We got Florida in building. Hey, WBOK. All our listeners in Belgium, all our listeners in Dubai, please leave them comments. Oh wait. Oh wait. Hey.
Bottles all around, show you man now with the bar. Yeah, they got you feeling like a star. Yeah, they got you feeling like a star. I get it, I'm basic, so I can't be complacent. The city, it made me, my views not distorted, my vision so lazy. Got a chance, we won't waste it. It's so close, I can taste it. Yeah, we started from nothing, but driving ambition, the dreaming, we chased it. No, I ain't Drake, but we made it. I know the reference is dated. Like I needed to say it, the way I feel now it's so perfectly stated. Small time boys with some big dreams, working hard for them big things. All the chances we took, we no longer leave first. That comes after we look hard at the skip to the end of the book. But if you only knew all the work that it took to fill up these chapters and sort through the actors, the liars, the snakes, and the phonies and crooks. When we first in the scene, I remember the looks. Now like we made, they done opened the books. Monster mentality, all actuality. Life that we living is really as sweet as it looks. Everywhere we go, people know just who you are. Love you in the city, cause I know you go so hard. Brothers all around, show you man love with the bar. Yeah, they got you feeling like a star. Yeah, they got you feeling like a star.
Ooh wee!
Everywhere we go, people know just who you are. Love you in the city, cause you know you go so hard. Brothers all around, show you man love with the bar.
Follow record,
Yeah, they
man.
got you feeling like a star.
WBOKRadio.com, man.
Wait, look how my city got love for me. Love how my city got love for me. Why
Let's
you
go.
Don't let it on me. Just look at benches and enjoy the bubbly. People gon' talk. Why should they drop on me? I feel no pressure. Just look at my company. Love for my people. That's all that they want from me. Worry about critics. That's something I'll never be shit. I'm worried about my travel plans. Make sure I got kush with a plain land. Make it there, bring it back. That's a game plan.
Not through Tennessee in the
back.
building,
I'm the
man.
same man. So blessed. That's a shout out to my main man. Keep it
All right,
cheeky. No
cool.
telling where the thing been. You was worried about them J's when they came in. I was
Hey,
working on my tax break.
Follow records, we come.
We ain't on the same thing, same time. I don't know your homie, bang bang. Better keep a tight grip on your main thing. Good deed from a real brother, change things. $2 to break them down, play a make change. All money, no stress, that's in my frame. If you know it like I know, we on the same thing. Picture worth 1,000 words, like a freeze frame. Everywhere we go, people know just who you are.
When you ask the brother Hype, where you go worldwide, bro? Hey, Hype, tell us. WBOKRadio.com.
Yeah, they got you feeling like a star.
Chill.
Everywhere we go, people know just who you are. They know. Love you with the city, cause you know you go so far.
City.
Around, so you're like now with the bar.
Get it.
Got you feeling like a star.
Get it.
Got you feeling like a star.
Get it. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. How you doing like that, Hype?
Hey, that's my check. That's my shit. I love it.
You're a freaking bully.
I'm a bully. I'm a bully. No, I'm the nice guy, man. I swear I am. I'm the nice guy. I just don't pull no punches. We don't pull no punches. You know.
Miss Music, what you feeling about that?
I mean, we don't pull no punches now. We go all the way in if we're going in now. We don't have to. Nothing. You know, we Lord State of the Joe Namath. Well, you know, Joe, I don't have to do nothing. That's how we broke his whole leg. It's party, man. We going all in. You hear me?
Hold on, was that just bars?
Say, you see what just happened, right?
Stop that! You stop that, sir!
I'm not doing that. I just keep thinking that loud and then I put it to some music.
You're already hurting their feelings with having your tracks worldwide and exclusive with WBOK Radio. You ain't gotta put bars on top, but I'm not gonna say stop.
I mean, you know, I'm gonna leave it alone. You'll get some more. I'm gonna send you everything. This blue collar will be done in about I think I got about 3 more weeks of work to get done on blue collar. Got a couple more features to get from around the city, which, like I said, that's the hard part sometimes, you know. But a couple of more. That's probably 6 more joints on there, and I think people are going to be pleased with the project, man. Like I said, this is taking like 1.5 years. I ain't even rushed nothing. I don't care about rushing nothing. I don't care about putting out a mixtape every 2 weeks. I don't care about that.
Plus, I had a computer crash.
That doesn't really, and we did crash and lost a whole lot of work, but we won't talk about that because it just made room for.
Did you say you crashed in Moscow?
Oh, we lost. Oh, I just had out. We lost. Yeah.
I lost it.
Yeah.
I've been off for 2 that part of it, so it happened.
Yeah,
Watch out, y'all.
that was pretty hard. Like, it was discouraging at first. I'll be honest about it.
Hey yo, I've been.
I cried, homie. I cried when I was.
Thank you. I can say it out loud. I did cry a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you know you cried. Because if you was in it, you were balling like a little pig. I was like, oh my God, I'm so.
Me and him, we were kind of quiet for about a month.
Yeah.
We didn't say much for a month. It's not serious. It's like,
It's hard because you're talking about a lot of work, a lot of time, a lot of dedication, and for you just to crash like that, like crying like a little baby. I mean, you're gonna feel like you're like 8 years old again. I want my mommy. Like I was distraught. I mean, you talking about big time stuff, and it hurts your soul. Like it really hurts. So I know what you're going through, but like you said, it's also something that's gonna make you be like, okay, well, I don't have that no more, but now I gotta create something new. So, yeah, but it's hard. I mean,
right.
So that
got me out of that old lane I was in anyway, because I mean, I was in the lane. You know what I'm saying? And while you're working on the project, you're in the lane. You know, and I was in the lane, and I don't really think that was the lane I was really wanting to be in the first place. You know what I'm saying? It kind of timing happened to pop up and all the negative stuff around here going on, and you know, it wasn't that it was violent music, but it wasn't very conscious. I wasn't thinking very much about everybody else. I was thinking more about self-gratification at that point. And well, it opened up for where I can really just look at my people, look at my community, look at my surroundings, and all of this album that's coming out now, this would be the first thing out since the crash. For me, pretty much just been life. The album's pretty much just been my life.
That's like a rebirth too. You know, you're being reborn. Once you done lost that, you can never go back to that old stuff. Like I can never go back to the old stuff. I don't have it no more. I don't even have it to listen to. But you've advanced, so you don't even need the old stuff anymore. And I think that kind of happens to us sometimes because We need to advance. We don't need to reflect on the old stuff or whatever. We need to get rid of that so we can move on to bigger and better things and the bigger plateau that we have now accelerated to in this business, because I'm a music artist too. I started off doing that. Before I even went into promoting, that's what I did. So you got to do that sometimes. Sometimes you got to have something happen that's going to take you and put you up on the next plateau or make you see things different you didn't see before. And sometimes that means taking stuff away from you. That way, you know, you can go on to bigger, better things. So it sucks, and I hate to hear that that happened to you, but I'm glad that you've taken it as something that can help you build and move on further. And, you know, you just learn how to squash underneath the bridge after it's all said and done and over with.
I said a lot. At the end of the day, it's only music, man. I mean, it is a gift for me. It was a gift given to me to be able to do it. So, you know what I'm saying? I can't just walk around all just shit-faced about it. Oh, work so hard. Okay, well, work hard again. It was free. God gave that to you. You know what I'm saying? He put it on your heart to say that. Now he's going to put something on your heart to say something else. You'll be all right. Just, you know, follow the game plan, man. Just got to keep pushing. And I hurt worse for him doing all that because he doesn't just record me. I mean, there's like 12, 13 other artists that come through here, and he lost all their stuff, everything that he's worked hard on to mix down and everything. I mean, it just, it hurt me worse for him than it did for me. I think.
I got a question for you. I got like a few questions for you.
All right.
Wrap the joint up real quick. First question. Top 5 MCs you would love to work with. And why?
I'd love to work with top 5.
And why?
I mean, Billy Gates right now, I mean, that's just got the most honest kid right now. I mean, it's the most, you ain't got to even like him, you know, it's respecting things. I like that a lot, you know what I'm saying? I've always been a big known fan. It's well written and it's well produced and it's talented and it's great. I like that. I'm still a Too Short fan, sorry. I'm going to be a Too Short fan.
That was my first album.
I mean, I'm going to be a Too Short fan forever.
First tracks.
I'm still a pretty big Ice Cube fan, even though Cube just don't even mess with the music no more. I go back and listen to Death Certificate and all that, America's Most Wanted and all that. I love those tracks, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I'm still a big Cube fan. Nas, I love to work with Nas. Who wouldn't? Get the hell out of here. That's crazy. Why wouldn't you want to work with Nasir? I mean, that's just stupid if you didn't want to. You don't really like music or something, I don't know. Because there ain't no telling what kind of crazy shit he'd have you on in there. Okay, we're going to do this riff. Okay, let's get it. Right, you know, that's just for me. I don't even know if that's fine, but that's, when I think about working with people, that's the guys that's the people I would think, okay, yeah, that would be kind of cool. I'm up there with Ice Cube on the stage. No Jerry Curl, I don't care.
All right. So, what would be, what you would consider the next musical accomplishment?
Say that one more time for me.
What would you consider your next musical accomplishment?
My next accomplishment, really, would be for us to really get this distribution deal to where we're actually moving units. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know it's not like it used to be, and I know the units really ain't moving like they used to. You need to get online, you need to have your iTunes and all that stuff. I get that. But just the fact that, you know, we are recognized from one of the majors, because there are majors, and it's not like I ain't got no problem being a little indie rap. I ain't got no problem just distributing my shit around here. I ain't got no problem hand out the chocolate. Don't bother me. But for somebody else to say, okay, yeah, you're worth us doing that work for you, and we're going to give you money, yeah, that would be great. I can't lie about it. That would be awesome. Because, well, that's less time I got to do and less I got to worry about. That's their job. I just got to make sure they're doing their job after that, and I'm fine. So, yeah, that would be mine. I don't know about yours. What would be your?
I'd like to be down somewhere on the beach performing.
That's his thing. He's an action guy. He loves the performances.
I love
the
to be down there on the beach on spring break or something.
Spring break.
Hey, at WBOKRadio.com, we have some things coming up. Like, I promise you'll be like, really? Like,
You have so real travel, man. We jumping real quick.
last question from me, and then I'll turn it over to Miss Music, and then we can get into like your shout outs and everything. Last question from me. Where can we see you? What's your work? What you got going on, brother? Like, where we can find you? Where can we download a track? Like, let me know. Let me know.
Well, I mean, the next tracks the tracks you're going to hear later, the tracks that haven't hit, tracks that nobody's heard, I think these are the actual game-changing tracks of this album. This is the, I mean, we really just put a lot of effort. It hasn't been rush. We had a deadline and then said, screw the deadline. We don't need a deadline. It's finished when it's finished, you know? So I really think the consciousness on this track, on this mixtape, and the work and the actual thought that's gone into it, I think this is going to be one of those that people are going to be like, yeah, I don't even know this dude, but I like this because I can relate. And that's all. At the end of the day, that's all you can hope is that your song related with the listener, that they can relate to what you were saying, that they can get something out of it. And I think a lot of these tracks, you know, when you're feeling bad, I got some turn up tracks. You're going to party. You know what I'm saying? And when you feel like you need a little motivation, I've got those tracks. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, yeah, when you're already turned up, we're going to turn up a little bit more. I've got stuff to actually, you know, soothe the mood. Go grab your lady. Let's sit back and talk. You know what I'm saying? I've got real. We've got some real stuff for in a lot of different areas of life. And I'm not talking about different types of life. I'm just talking about areas, your love life, your work life, your everything. I mean, we just attack everything, you know. And I think we managed to get that covered on this one. I think we did. We worked really hard at making sure that it makes sense. First song, really nice.
This music, what do the Florida people want to know about this brother there in Tennessee? What are the Florida people want to know while they're listening to the broadcast, first time live, worldwide? What are the people down in that Florida listening? Like, I'm going to turn it over to you, huh? Ask this brother what Florida people want to know about it right now.
Man, Florida people, I'm going to tell you just like I tell my Tennessee people, we do this for you, man. We don't do this for our own self-gratification. We do this to help you turn up. We do this to change your day, change your mood, make you feel better, man. That's what it's all about. If I can't make you feel better at the end of listening to a song, I don't know what the hell I made the song for. You know what I'm saying? I feel good anyway. I wake up feeling pretty good. I want somebody else to feel better. You know what I'm saying? We work hard at that. We work hard just to make sure that we match up with what you're going through. We got something on this for you. Oh, you mad right now? We got a little smile coming up. You know what I'm saying? We got stuff for you, man. We got stuff to make you feel better. We do this universally. This ain't no gator ball thing. This is a universal. This turn up and have a little fucking fun music. That's all. I'm sorry, but that's really how I feel about it. It's turn up, have some damn fun. Why so serious? I love the joke. Why so damn serious, man? Relax, breathe. This is life.
Exactly.
One time you get to be here, man.
Enjoy.
Have a little fun, man. I mean, damn it. You work hard, play as hard. It's fun, and one day I'll be in Florida, and I'm gonna hit every last one of you guys up, and I hope everybody comes up so we can turn the fuck up together. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is.
You know, we want a song for every occasion. So Florida's no different from any other state. Like he said, if you can get us to get up and dance, and you can get us to listen to someone when we with our shorty or our dude or whatever, like, that's exactly. We want to be entertained. So as long as you're bringing the entertainment, honey, Florida, whoever, we're listening. So shouts out, salute to you and your producer, everybody you actually deal with that's out there helping you make your movement, do your movement, create your movement, extend your movement. Salute to everybody, and keep bringing that to us. Just keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's music. And salute to you.
Hey, thank you guys. Salute to both of you guys. Hey,
thank you for your time.
This music, very nice to make you acquainted. Oh, we're gonna rap. We got some stuff to do, Mr. MC. We're gonna see. Check your skills. I might just send you a piece and make you come out of the retirement lane.
Hey, look. Ain't nobody in no retirement over here, home. I love it. One of y'all.
I love it. I might send that to you.
I want to play with Yogi 1AO, bro.
I'm gonna send you something. Yeah, we're gonna see.
For what we're doing this evening, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank all of our viewers. I want to thank all of our listeners. I want to thank everybody that supports this music. I want to thank everybody that supports HNIC Mitchell and WBOKRadio.com. All of the viewers that listened in and tuned in to see what this young brother is doing, man, and doing some very positive things. Like for the brother Hype Solo Records, WBOKRadio.com. Promise to bring you the best entertainment from around the world, from your local hot talent to the best doing. That's our job. We hope y'all had a great time. We hope that Encore Live on this Saturday was something that y'all can take with you. And definitely check the brother out, man. Link into the brother on the iTunes. Link into the brother on the Facebook. Into the brother on the YouTube. His name is Hype. He is Solo Records. We are WBOK. It's live and direct. What's up? Hey yo, to the brother that linked up with us, salute and shout out to you, man, to your producers.
DJ Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. We getting that in all the way, man. It's WBOKRadio.com. I want to give a big salute and shout out to my co-host, the host, you know what I'm saying, Miss Marlene Baptista. You know what I'm saying? You know what to do down there. That's team music. You know what I mean? We want to give a big shout out to the man that played all the music and the major opportunity present, HNIC Mitchell. If anybody that's tuned into the program, all you got to do is tap on our name, link, for this brother. What's wrong with talk, man? 99 cents. Come on now. Come on now. The brother, he said he's doing it for love. Well, let's give him some love. It's WBOKRadio.com, man. It's the one only big Yogi, man. Yogi 1AO, man. Yogi is the one and only. We are signing off right now, live and direct. We have the brother on the line right now. Everybody that don't know, you gon' know, because that's what we do. Hey, my brother, the engineer, producer, and DJ, salute to you. Salute to DJ. That's individual salutation. WBOKRadio.com. Y'all stay up, y'all stay blessed. All of
y'all be blessed, be blessed. One love, y'all. Y'all know what it is.
We sure appreciate y'all, man. This is WBOKRadio.com, man.
Thank you.
We're live, man. You know how we do. Y'all the best, bro.
100.
I'm out. Yogi, you is out.
We out. Solo.